Hello, everyone. You know who this is, yet you have absolutely no idea. Of course.
Wow. Somebody gonna be famous. Real famous.
I sit here writing to you now with my exceptionally long penis buried deeply and warmly into my vagina butt.
Isn't that neat?
Charlie Hunter 77 has joined the game.
Call 911. This place needs to be swatted. It's obnoxious.
You have a bully cabal.
You don't find people being bullied into suicide on 4chan.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
Okay, if he says any more bad words, I'm gonna hang up on him. He doesn't own Kiwi Farm, and he died less than me. A little kid named Moon owns Kiwi Farm.
How do they make this more and more epic every time? We want to defend ourselves!
I'm sorry, I'm a soy-filled bitch and like videos.
Hey. If we get Donald Trump just to tweet out, just a tweet that mentions the hashtag Gamergate, it doesn't even necessarily matter how we use it. Man, the blue check marks are going to shit their fucking pants.
It's 2019. I can't believe anybody believes in a spinning fucking ball of water.
True. Especially when Jim finds out, he's gonna just give me so much shit.
One never knows when the homosexual is about.
I've had over 1,000 rejections in real life, 2,000 rejections online, so that's 3,000 rejections total. I aim as well as possible. I aim for obese women, ideally ugly and obese. I would do anything just for a 300-pound ugly white girl.
I said it's not even hot.
You are not allowed to bring her to the hospital. No, you get no permission to fucking do it.
You gotta be kidding. It's just like this declaration, right, of male dominance.
Put that in your pipe.
I definitely cheated on Super Mario with Sonic the Hedgehog.
Stop doing this stuff.
He's like the blue seductress who takes me out into the night and does wonderful things to me.
Enough! Stop!
How can a Yorkshire Terrier live in the wild? It's in plain sight, but you just don't see it. You know what I mean?
Hello and welcome to another MisterMetokur History Monday.
No. All we have to do is get, Donald Trump or something like that to tweet this out. And the blue check marks are going to flip their fucking shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. I'm blue check mark. I might just flip my shit. Back in the good old days when, you couldn't buy your check mark.
Yeah, that is actually, you could. We didn't know about that. You just had to put down a larger denomination beyond the denomination. We have to put down large denomination. 10K from what I remember.
Big bada boom.
Yes, 10K. You put down 10K, and all of a sudden you magically have a blue check mark, and yeah.
Yep. But no, it's just been one of those weeks.
It's a week.
For anyone who's coming in here, I know there's gonna be those people who go, "Oh my God, it's a Metokur stream." Blah, 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 blah. No, this is not a Metokur stream. It's Metokur history commentary. We do it every Monday. However, there will be a stream snipe sometime this next weekend. I don't know when exactly, but it'll be either Saturday or Sunday.
I predicted it's going to be before your American July thingy.
Well, Jim's always said it's next weekend. It's this coming weekend. So,
yeah.
So it's got to be within like 6-7 days.
Monday, not Monday. He usually
Saturday
does
or Sunday?
on the Friday. Sometimes I can see a Saturday. See the Saturday possible. I really see the Friday.
He said weekend, so I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be Saturday around probably 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Unless he decides to fall back onto the Metokur Sunday streams. Lots of ends. I see an end there, Pepper. I don't know, man. I don't know where you're going with this alphabet soup.
Well, there's all that. But we will be stream sniping whenever he streams or decides to stream, and we are gonna have a kind of a special guest come around. Probably won't be in at the very start. Probably won't stay throughout the entire stream, but I do know Gator is going to stop on by to have
Gator?
a chat.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Gator.
Yeah, I'm seeing that motherfucker in a coon's age. When was the last time I saw him? Fuck. Oh, right. The moment I was trying to pimp over a certain, Dean Esme, a.k.a. Maxwell. Oh, Jesus.
It all ties back to Dean.
It does.
It all ties back to motherfucking Dean Esme.
Yeah, I know. Always an MRA. Always goes back to that fucker.
But anyways, we won't be stream sniping, but we'll have some people on and our usual selves. Me, Jim, Rogue, maybe Penn. I don't think Dragon's got stopped by.
All depends on the weather.
Yeah. But if you were around yesterday, I did a stream yesterday on the channel, kind of delineating what the future's going to be. I'll just kind of refresh just a little bit. I don't know what the future's going to hold. It really depends on really after the baby gets here. So I don't know what to expect. So I'm prioritizing family over internet stuff. So if it means I've got to say, bye everyone, I'm not going to be streaming, or I'm not going to be coming around that much often, or I'm not going to be doing this stuff. It's because I'm prioritizing family over anything else, which should be the norm for anyone.
You would think, but I'm one of those people that will,
Well, you don't have kids, so
I know.
Your place is on the net.
Yeah, well, technically that'd be true, but I had to do some shit in IRL world, so I didn't participate in your stream yesterday because barbecue, setting things on fire.
It's all good. I kind of Jim Max stopped by and said you guys talked after the GNF stream. Kind of figured that's what was going to happen. It's like, yeah.
I honestly, like I said, we had that conversation. Yeah, we both agreed that something like this would happen. Hell, I foresaw it a while back when you first mentioned this. Kid's gonna get longer to a point where he's gonna ergo why I have control over certain aspects of your empire.
And like I said, if that ever happens, Rogue's got control. He'll put out the GNF streams.
Yes.
He'll put out the GNF streams. Him and Jim Max will continue doing the Metokur shenanigans. If they want to change it up, they can change it up. It is what it is. If the party gets too wild, I still have main control to pull the plug. So
correct.
I mean,
yes, he does. But honestly, I think we can manage. The storefront while you participate in the family matters. Just don't invite a weird nerd over.
Yeah, no. Anyways, we'll continue on from last week. This is part 2 from the Hugbox Chronicles. I'm looking at this and it's like it looks like it's only 3, but you tell me there's more.
There is more. I will go into the archives and I will pull additionals for you. There. If I remember correctly, in the Hugbox Chronicles, there should be at least 7.
Right now on part 3, the Right Castle and the Ivory Towers.
Nice.
Okay, that's a interesting one. Or actually, that's Conspiracy. No, it's Jell-O, the world's meanest snack. Is what it is. Let me just go ahead and get this pulled up since we're doing this anyways.
Of course we are. I mean, what is new?
Usually we wait for Jim X to hop on in, but I don't.
He could be dealing with IRL shit as usual.
I do know Jim is tweeting out on Twitter as we speak, and I did shoot him a link over, but I doubt he'll jump in.
All depends on the situation.
I seriously doubt he'd yo, hey, what's up, guys? But it's like what? Hey, he'd probably be asking, why the fuck are you going through my old archives? Do you guys have no life?
No, we don't.
That'd probably be
I have no life whatsoever. I just go through the insanity that is Miss Canadian Brain. So
I'm just trying. I said I was gonna catch up on Metokur history because I want to know.
You did. I said this would be fun to
why
make
not?
Yeah.
Why not do it a stream version?
Well, yeah, I know.
So the Hugbox Chronicles, episode 3, Jello, the world's men's snack. Let's go ahead and get into this in 3, 2, 1, and go.
If your head hurts and it hurts real bad, or if you have feelings that are making you sad,
I was gonna say, does
then
sound.
it's okay.
Yeah, there is sound.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
We begin this half hour with that extreme cold and a rare winter storm hitting the south.
Yeah, some parts of the Carolinas could see as much as half a foot of snow before this is all over. The National Weather Service has issued winter storm watches and warnings from Virginia all the way down to the Gulf Coast.
Tumblr is pissed. We are talking about a flurry of special snowflakes, the likes of which none of us have ever seen before. Now, I know that propaganda arm of the U.S. government, the Weather Channel, is trying to convince the populace to stay calm, that nothing's out of the ordinary, and that cold snap we're experiencing is really Winter Storm Leon coming in from Canada. But I know the truth. Tumblr has escaped its internet hug box and is wreaking havoc across the southern United States in a little weather event I like to call TISM 2014. So just who is responsible for this Ragnarok of retards, this end days of sensitivity and privilege checking? That would be a YouTube user by the name of Jello Apocalypse. And what exactly was this grievous sin that has brought the wrath upon him and the rest of the...
Is this the basis of what Jim decided to get the pudding?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, the pudding's been around for a bit, yes.
It's like, it'd be funny if this would be the catalyst for that, but...
You'll find out soon enough there, sir.
Okay, then.
The internet? He made a video titled, Welcome to Tumblr. That was his first mistake. His second mistake was allowing the video to be funny, because God knows, if Tumblr hates anything, it's fucking humor. They just can't stand it. It's like they're kryptonite. But of course, this being Tumblr, home of the most rational and sensible individuals on the internet, they are probably mostly upset with the fact that he maliciously targeted them, specifically going after their user base. Now, if he had, say, I don't know, gone after sites like YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or even DeviantArt, maybe they wouldn't have been so upset. Looking at his YouTube history, it's clear to see he specifically hates Tumblr and Tumblr alone. At no other time has he made a video just like this one about any other website out there. Not at all. Now, for those of you brave enough who want to go look at this bigot's hate propaganda, I'll put a link of it.
So, this guy is getting hate, I guess.
Those of you...
let's go back a little bit so I can...
Not.
So, welcome to YouTube, welcome to DeviantArt, welcome to Facebook, welcome to Twitter, and welcome to Tumblr.
Yeah, basically, during this time frame, we had it in inflection of a lot of different deviants and artists joining these lovely places to showcase their different levels of craziness.
You mean retardation?
You could say that too.
So his DeviantArt one was his very first one. That was a banner at 400,000. And then he went through and did Facebook for another 400,000 a year later. And then 5 months from this post, 200,000 to YouTube. And then 4 months, Twitter, 200,000. And then 2 days, Tumblr.
Yeah, see, each one of them has their own kind of tism.
It's all the same tism.
It is, but just like furries.
I know.
Thing,
It's
you
the
just kind of
different.
come in different
I know.
colors.
I know. I know what this is. It's the different pronouns of retardation. I got
Yes,
it.
yes. Now we get to see it in full strength.
4K.
Yes.
Get to watch it in 4K.
I know, right?
Oh, except for those out there on YouTube, you're watching on 720p because I refuse to pay for the premium membership on.
I don't see a point of putting it into anything above 720 because realistically, no one watches it beyond that.
Yeah.
At all. Now, for those of you brave enough to want to go look at this bigot's hate propaganda, I'll put a link of it in the video description. But just be warned, every time you laugh, an Ethiopian child is beaten by a racist white man just because he's black and a baby. Now, for the more sensible of you out there that don't want to be put on a terrorist watch list for watching this horrific video, luckily we have Tumblr who can filter it for us and explain why these people that enjoy it are terrible, horrible human beings. First up, we have the insanity of humanity. And they write, "Dear people coming to my inbox defending welcome to Tumblr, please come up with an original fucking argument. I've got people whining about, but it's true, you're overreacting, you're what the video is complaining about, ha ha ha, and every goddamn message I've got. Get a real argument. We've explained before why the video is bad,
Jim?
and we've had perfectly good reasons."
Run a little late.
Are you running late as usual, old man?
Yes, I am. I'm getting old.
I know, and blind and senile, and pretty soon you'll be, running into walls while trying to go upstairs.
I'm already doing that. I mean,
yeah. Do you have one of those, magical scooters?
Oh, I have a walker that with the wheel. But the ones
I have a question on that walker. Does it come with or without the actual tennis balls?
No, it doesn't need the tennis balls.
Oh, God damn it!
It has all wheels.
Walker then.
No, it's one of those wheel walkers where you walk with any wheel.
Yeah, but with your luck, it will go like it decided to leave you, and then you're just gonna fall right on your ass or face or something like that.
No, it's hot pink, so it will never leave me. It's gay. So
okay.
I was like, they're like, all we have is this hot pink one. It's the only one in your size because you're a fucking tall motherfucker. And I'm like,
now let me showcase this. Let me showcase this a little bit. So I found Jello Apocalypse's channel. It's still around. You want to know how much? You want to know how many views that video has now?
Probably in the millions.
13 million.
Yeah, see. Unfortunately, a lot of this information that he was pushing out previously still holds up today.
Now, how many subs did it showcase this guy had?
I can't remember. It was relatively. It was big. It was big, but it wasn't like a large.
Be warned.
You would have to. I think you're in the right ballpark around there. So. But yeah, you're right there. Yeah, he was 100K. Subs. Yeah, he was breaching the actual million, but he had a long ways to go.
Well, yeah, I want to say this much right now, and I'm giving this guy a subscription just because.
Nice.
He is at 1.91 million right now.
Yeah.
So he's done good.
Oh yeah, no. He's been around like the old tubers, the old tubers. So the legend says.
So the legend says. Anyway, let's continue on with this.
Perfectly good reasons. Just because the video is true or that we're acting just like the people in the video doesn't mean the video wasn't fucking gross. Please get that through your skull. The video was disgusting, and no amount of "it's true, wah" is going to change that. Good day. Hashtag not a reblog. What a sensible argument. Just because it's true doesn't mean that it's true. Up next we have Angel with a Pie. They're responding because Anonymous asked, "It makes me laugh how many people can't understand what Welcome to Tumblr is actually mocking. It's mocking people that fake the illnesses, you dense fucking faggot." Their response? "I don't fucking care. It makes fun of mental illness. I don't care if it was aimed at people who fake it. It makes fun of mental illness and self-harm." Bridgepons writes, "Can we pretend the Welcome to Tumblr video never happened? Ever? I don't know, guys. Just I know that people keep saying it's satire and stuff like that, but some of the things that they discuss in that video were pretty fucking serious. And I don't think it's something to be made fun of.
Seriously true.
I'm sorry, they're just certain topics that shouldn't be joked around with. Ebelflula writes, okay, you know what? I'm just going to go all out and give my thoughts on that going around Tumblr.com recently.
You say that, dear
Social
Sparky.
justice,
I dare you.
Jello apocalypse. Please
that.
read this. It seems like this could be important. It seems like Ebelflula might have a point. So let's go jump the cut and read what they have to say. Why everyone is mad about that welcome to Tumblr video. I'm going to try to use as little buzzwords as possible here, because I know whenever a straight white man...
Whoa, wait a minute. Are you a white, straight, middle-class male with a penis who is totally comfortable having said penis? Get out.
The brain does this. I get it. I used to be the same way. So first of all, yes, Tumblr can be really shitty. Just as shitty as any other social networking site can be. There are a lot of valid points brought up in the video, but unfortunately, they were overshadowed by some pretty bad ones. This site attracts a lot of young people, mostly in their mid to late teens, who are just beginning to figure out their sexual identity. Why? I don't know. The same reason Reddit attracts fedora-wearing misogynists.
That right there is the number one reason why I think it just should have been nuked from existence a long time ago.
Problem is Reddit does exactly the same thing as Tumblr. Yeah, I know. When you have the ability to create a social media, some form of collective, you're going to attract just about everybody, no matter what the age is. And unfortunately, a lot of weak-minded individuals, just follow like chaff that they are.
And this is the reason why I've already determined that my son is never going to have access to the internet until he is over the age of 18.
That makes sense. It would make sense.
Doesn't matter. Claiming that they are just faking it for attention is pretty harmful. It can cause them to repress those feelings, which could then manifest themselves in some other ways. Basically, you're telling these young people to hate who they are, and you're mocking them when they are at their most vulnerable. Tumblr is considered by many to be a safe space, but this does not apply to white, straight, cis, oh no, a buzzword people. To them, everywhere is a safe space. To paraphrase a quote from social activist Jane Elliott, when oppressed people get tired of prejudice, they can't just walk away from it. They can't even stay in their own home and not be exposed to it when they turn on the television. So if you're white, straight, cis, there's that weird alien word again, oh Jesus, and you're offended by what people on Tumblr are saying about your people, there's a solution. Just log off.
Get out.
Reblog!
But that's literally the same thing everyone tries to tell those fuckheads, and they don't.
Yeah, Sparky, you're missing the point.
But they own the internet. You don't understand.
Yeah,
you don't understand. They own the internet.
What is good for the white man is not going to be good for the minority. So let's be real. You being a cis white male, you're not allowed to say shit.
What you're saying is what's good for them is a lobotomy with a red hot poker.
Some would agree with that, and others would say that's
no. Red hot poker, too nice. White hot poker to where their brain will burst into fucking flames. That's what you want.
Got it. Okay, I can agree with that one. All right.
Sad Princess responds to Anonymous asked, fucking loved the welcome to Tumblr video. Most accurate video of Tumblr I've ever seen. Their response, ahahaha, no. Altogether irritating and whiny. Cis, het, white tears poured into one badly animated, annoying video. And once again,
Isn't that what your comment is? Tears poured into one comment because somebody
there's a reason of why
they hate it when you point that out.
Well, good. I mean, the profile picture sums it all. Small, annoying, whiny, and you just kick them and go, "Ow!"
Yeah, but that's a chihuahua. They're an evil dog.
They're
a great dog if trained right, but most people who own
chihuahuas are an evil fucking dogs. They don't know how to. No one knows how to train these things.
No,
you do. Hey, come on. Yeah, you do. There's a perfect way to train them. When they start growling, come at you, you kick them, and they go, oh! And after enough times, they figure it out.
Yeah, they usually do.
Not always. They
I said usually. I didn't say always. I said usually. I didn't say always. I mean, but those that don't figure it out,
I would do that. But I'll be honest. They really don't learn.
No.
God.
We're all going to hell.
I mean, this is where you give them the anal, acid suppository, and you'll.
Hey, are we on Earth right now, Sparky?
I have no idea anymore.
But no, because if we are, we're pretty much in hell. I mean, have you seen the shit they're trying to pull right now?
Yeah,
we got a drugged out president that's going to debate high as fuck because
who Nixon?
Oh, I wish it was Nixon.
That would have been a great debate if it was Nixon.
Nixon and Trump debating, fuck, that'd be like they both think everybody's assholes.
Jesus fucking Christ, yeah.
I mean, you'd have the
well, it's funny because you could see people possibly make a JFK joke to Biden, but the problem is even if someone did take that shot, it's probably gonna go around. What hit me?
I mean,
what will happen is he would bend over accidentally or something, and
he'd trip over nothing, and then the bullet would miss and hit Kamala, which we'd all actually be happier about that. But
all right,
his ice cream would probably take the brunt of the assault. But
what I'm trying to get at, there's nothing up there to really hinder.
No.
What I'm saying is, Sparky, we'd be better off if he stayed alive and not get the woman that is Satan incarnate, because that woman, she doesn't believe in letting prisoners go.
Oh yeah,
I can just hear right now. Oh my God! You should see these 3 fuckheads on YouTube making fun of our president of the United States, making JFK jokes. I can see it right now, and if all those people go fuck yourself.
I mean, that's basically the goal, isn't it?
Well, I mean, what about JFK? Maybe he slept with Marilyn Monroe. That's the only joke I know.
Well, some people say that Marilyn Monroe was secretly a lesbian or bisexual. Yeah, there's that.
That's the only joke I know about JFK. Anybody else know any others?
I have a few explosive jokes, but we'll just continue with this one.
Ask Side Princess a question. Why are you so annoying?
We see Tumblrs help somebody discover their identity, as their user icon matches their personality of being a bitch. Arnold J. Rimmer, not to be confused with
He's not wrong on that.
Post.
No, he's not.
According to the Welcome Tumblr video, you're a fucking idiot if you do or are any of the following. Do not feel comfortable in your own body. Do not conform to the gender binary.
Happened to Tumblr?
Transgender. Want human rights. Want to die. Self-harm. Don't like your life. Get offended, just don't be offended. Lol. Have fun. Feel uncomfortable around white cishet males. Are not a very talented artist. Do not agree with everyone you meet. Have an opinion. Are not well known. Get upset by certain things. Offend an overly sensitive white cis guy who makes rants in the form of YouTube videos. Are a fan of anything. Comfort a friend when they are sad, like what making someone feel happy is creepy. Own a Tumblr account. Basically, if you fucking exist.
Or you're Arnold J. Rimmer making this bullshit list. Making a summary of all the stuff of why I would want to watch that video.
Fair enough.
Yep. Oh.
Hashtags fuck that video. Hashtag report it. Let's see if we can get it taken down. And
I hate to say, guys.
Well, he did make others.
I don't think you're really successful in taking it down.
No. I mean, he did, or they did expand on their welcomes too, like Welcome to Steam, Welcome to Vine, and a few others.
It was number 5 on the list.
And everybody told him to basically go fuck off after a while, especially now.
So it is what it is. I mean, that's Jello. He's been around for a bit.
In fact, I think I may have been wrong. This definitely is a rim job, because this user sucks shit. Queerer than the rest. Not only is the Welcome to Tumblr video transphobic, cis-sexist, it's also really ableist with its attack on self-diagnosis, along with its portrayal of mental illnesses. Sometimes self-diagnosis...
I'm going to go on a hunch and say that this person is all for moonshine in bathtubs.
Probably, but this is the same type of person that believes that they have multiple different personalities mixed in with a few other different things.
Yeah.
This is the only method available. I wasn't able to assess my mental health care for years, but after my second hospitalization, my self-diagnosis was proven right when I was diagnosed by a doctor with BDP and depression, along with a couple of other...
I want to say it's probably after the 20th time to the hospital, the doctor finally got tired of your ass. Go, yeah, you got fucking bipolar disorder. Leave me the fuck alone, you crazy faggot.
I mean, usually those who have bipolar have a high tendency of having and owning a vagina.
Yeah, but yeah, I guarantee that's probably what happened.
Or want to own a
I'm not going
vagina.
to go into. If I hadn't self-diagnosed, I would have been going through years where I was unable to receive mental health care without the help I received online. I honestly may have ended up dead, but of course the skill I used was scorned because I'm a teenager on the internet. Fooly coolies.
I might have ended up dead. That could have happened. Jesus. That could have happened.
Shame.
Darn. We missed that one.
Up. We got MCK in. The I.
I mean, people are spelling out the words. Oh, God, the N is showed up.
We got N. We got I. Does anyone buy a vowel?
That is the
vowel. That is the vowel.
Well, no, there's another. There's two more.
Yeah, but we need that. We need the two G's first.
Yeah, there you go.
GG. Oh, there we go. Oh, we got three G's.
G.
Oh, we go for that ga.
We're
going for Popeye. We're going for the Popeye version.
There you go, Epstein. There you go.
But we went for the Popeye version.
See, you've got the S.
Okay, let's we all know, and before anyone fucking hate posts anywhere on any website with this link, or in the comments, we already know we're all racist pieces of shit, but we got a black card here, Rogue. It's all good.
Hi, I've got the black card.
We got the Native American here too, so
yeah. So
I'm just
go sleep with a fucking smallpox blanket, guys.
I mean, honestly, when it comes,
and I'm the trans asshole, so there you go.
Yeah.
We got all the bases covered, so we can make fun of all of you.
We got
everybody
the
needs
triad
to
here.
Hello, Daddy Sparky. Hello,
gentlemen.
Hello, Daddy Sparky.
Hello. Jesus Christ.
Oh God.
I think that the hateful trio needs to continue on this video.
That is what it is.
The thing is that Welcome to Tumblr video could have been witty satire about the flaws of the Tumblr community. It could have been a video pointing out white privilege and people denying it, transphobic or racist assholes, or people who won't tag for triggers and such. A bigger problem on Tumblr. What it did, however, was not to point out those flaws to try and change them. It'd make jokes at the expense of oppressed groups. Given the assholes listed above more fuel, which some would consider the opposite of satire, I'd even call it anti-satire, to be honest. Because instead of pointing out and poking fun at privileged assholes, they pointed out and poked fun at the oppressed. Just because someone's making fun of something doesn't mean it's satire.
Here's the thing. I'm yet to see an oppressed fucker.
And we also got, and I'm female, so I have no accountability. You said that, not me. Anyways. No.
Look, hang on. But before you continue, MCK, the only thing I can actually say is that I have been learning from the PDD school of taking care of them women. Oh, so just be careful. Just be careful.
Oh, God. How shameful.
So what you're saying is you're part Native American because you're part of the Slapaho tribe?
P. Diddy. Sean Combs. Jesus fucking Christ.
He did it.
Do not gaggle it on a YouTube or whatever, because you might find out some of his great hobbies, especially on elevators.
But anyways, to Fully Craze, I would like to say I am a believer in equality. We are all the same. And you deserve just as much. I mean, I would shed on Rogue the same way if he spotted this bullshit out. Same with
I would hope
Jim
so.
Max.
Hello there, friendly. How are you? I just turned on my sound because I just realized I was an idiot and it was turned off. So we've been talking here for about 10 minutes now, and you missed the best part.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh no. Just say it, Jim Max. You didn't want your stream to get flagged within the first 5 fucking minutes.
No. I'm more than happy with it getting flagged. It gets flagged about once per show. So
he does. It does. Usually it starts getting flagged when I start. The whole nigger fest or the nigger empire or the slap bitch.
Black, so it's okay. Don't worry about it. Rogue is black, so it's okay. And he's Canadian, so he's got that extra card. Sparky's Native American here, friendly. We're fine today. And I am a trans asshole. So we have the holy hateful trinity going on here.
Technology, yes.
Everybody equally.
Yeah.
Technology.
You know, that would be a good way to end out. Just get the fucking channel banned because of hate speech.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. That would be something.
Be like, yeah, we're running this bitch down into the ground.
Oh, yeah.
But, I'm all for equality, so I don't care what kind of isms or tisms or self-diagnosis or fucked up mentalities you got. You're all equal in my book, so you deserve all equal ridicule, and you just happen to be the stupidest. So let's see what Jim says.
Christ.
Hello,
Hashtags, last post about this, I promise. Hashtag delete later maybe. Clearly this user is insane. Luckily for her, Queerer Than Thou can help diagnose that. Pipkin Snuffle writes, okay, real talk. The Welcome to Tumblr video is an actual piece of shit, and this is coming from someone who agrees with the message it was originally trying to convey. Hashtag trash life, hashtag transphobia trigger warning, hashtag mental illness trigger warning, hashtag self-harm trigger warning. I'm just going to go through the whole video from start to finish, since otherwise this post is going to be a clusterfuck of angry rambling. It starts off okay by pointing out some of Tumblr's faults in a tongue-in-cheek way, and then suddenly, transphobia, because making fun of intersex and trans people is so funny, am I right? And also racism. Stupid. Yeah, man, blackface is hilarious. Damn, funny. It's so hard being a white cis hetero person on Tumblr.com. Wow, they really said that.
Look, and I really gotta make my fucking sense clear. Look, doesn't male or female. If you watch Kindergarten Cart, it's real simple. Kids understand the premise. You can't be helped. I'm sorry.
Nope.
Okay.
Men have a
and
penis.
Also
women
racism.
have a
yeah,
vagina.
Wow.
Yeah.
And also racism. Yeah, man, blackface is hilarious. Damn, it's so hard being a white cis hetero person on Tumblr.corn. So much harder than being LGBTQ and or a person of color in real life, obviously. Bam, mental illness shaming. Don't get me wrong, I know the video was trying to convey that self-diagnosis is an irritating and fucked up trend on the website, which I 1,000... How many zeros is that?
1 million? Yeah, 1
which
million.
I 1,000,000% agree with. However, it devolves from there into a mess of anxiety isn't a thing, lol, and you don't have a OCD, you just have weird habits, ha ha ha. And then the most ridiculous thing of all, which I cannot believe anyone would have.
But that's true.
Yeah.
That's the problem. They can't sit beyond their own fucking delusions to think, oh no, this is right. This is all in my head.
Hey,
you're diagnosed with everything else on the sun that you decided to diagnose yourself except for fucking reality.
Reality? There's a reality somewhere?
Anyways, yes.
I don't see a reality, but I do see something in your DMs.
Okay.
Play that 19-second clip there.
Oh, God damn it. It's muted.
God damn it, Spark, you fucked it up.
No, hey, no, it's muted on YouTube. All right.
We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
That's it. You can end it now. You can end it now. We're just normal men.
We're just normal men. Just normal men. Oh no, people are upset.
Again?
I guess.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Everyone's upset.
People get upset over the dumbest shit, but you know, that's the way it is.
Yeah. Let's see. How far are we going to get into this insanity here?
All right, let's go.
Of the stupidity to make fun of. Self-harm. Yeah, that's right. You're just self-harming for attention. There's no way anyone on the site can possibly be dealing with situations and problems beyond your imagination. Nah, someone who cuts is just doing it for the fucking attention. You know what? I can't even keep watching this shit. It was hard enough the first time around, but I'm getting like genuinely upset trying to watch it a second time.
Never met a person who cuts this for the fun of it.
If you cut sideways, you're doing it for the intention. If you cut lengthwise, you're doing it to mean something. If you're doing it to mean something, we won't listen to you bitching ever again. So
yeah, but
unless
you get lucky.
I mean, Sparky, you forgot the last reason of why anybody cuts.
What?
Just so that they can get a bit of blood on the air. That's it. On TV, you need a little bit of blood. That's all you need. A little cut right there on the forehead, and boom. Get a little color.
Anyways, sideways and bitch seeking, long ways, try and get the job done. And the only the only people I hear bitching are the ones that do it sideways. So clearly attention seeking.
The bottom line is, there's a difference between snide humor and complete and utter fucking ignorance. And this video doesn't just cross the line. It like brings in a bulldozer to demolish the line, and then it sets the line on fire and sends it into very deep space, never to be seen or heard from again. The line is gone, and may or may not have vanished from existence entirely. We simply don't know. It's a mystery. And basically, if you thought this video was funny, unfollow me right now. I don't need people like you, and I don't need people who agree with this fucked up message. With all those hashtags and trigger warnings, I can't believe they forgot hashtag overreaction. Spook Jazz apparently has no self-awareness in choosing a name with spook in it and its racist connotation. Seriously, please put support that Welcome to Tumblr video. I get that the fandom part might be accurate, funny, but it's really transphobic. It makes fun of intersex people, uses slurs, makes fun of trigger warnings, and people
uses slurs.
Yeah, it had for a spook is right there. Spook chest.
This is why you fucks get made fun of. This is why you retarded motherfuckers get made fun of all the goddamn fucking time, because you're that goddamn retarded.
Oh yeah.
People with mental illnesses. Just please don't try to excuse it, JFC. I don't know what JFC means. So much of that stuff said in the video is not okay. In an exchange that can be best described as utterly fucking retarded, Ask Redenthal says, wow, just wow. Trans because fuck you responds, get the shit out of here, you nasty fuck.
Christ.
Asked Redenthal responds again, you do realize you are proving the first point in the video. Trans because fuck you responds, you do realize you're defending a transphobic, racist, ableist video, right? Asked Redenthal responds, it is none of those things. To which trans because fuck you closes. It literally uses transphobic and ableist words. It's transphobic and ableist. Bugblush has this to say. Bashing people who are getting offended about the Welcome to Tumblr video by saying they just can't take the joke, it's satire, or if you get offended, you're just proving the video right, it doesn't make the video any less shitty because of its blatant ableism, racism, transphobia, etc. Not to mention its boo-hoo, I'm a white straight cis male.
Woohoo.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Damn, how many fucking buzzwords can you put in one fucking post?
Quite a few. Hey, Jim, what did you have for dinner? Asked
Oh, what did I have for dinner? I don't know why you keep asking me this.
She likes the fact that you're KFC, you know, the nigger food of the South.
Yes, I had that last time. Actually,
Hey,
today
Popeyes.
I made green beans and scalloped potatoes with cheese, butter, with Monterey Jack cheese, American cheese, and Colby Jack.
I have watermelon.
I love Popeyes. So.
Yeah, well, that's the other, you know.
I like Chick-fil-A better, but I don't have a Chick-fil-A near me, so fuck
You
that.
racist motherfucker.
Chick-fil-A is the fucking best.
I always want to be sure Jem is eating. Look, he's eating something, including his food.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm eating my own shit over here.
Delicious. All right, let's continue on.
And I can't fit in here vibe, it throws off. If you think that making fun of anxiety disorders, blackface, triggers, self-harm, and all the other things this video
They're
does
hilarious.
is satire and funny, then you are a piece of shit. There's
just
no
a
other
shame
way of putting it.
Oh no.
Hey, Jim. Did you realize that you're a piece of shit?
Yes.
Bro,
I'm an asshole. What do you expect?
Did you realize you're a piece of shit?
I'm an internet demon. Of course, I already knew that going forward on this.
And I already know I'm a piece of shit, so...
Oh, you're Native American. That's a given.
You're just pointing out the fucking obvious.
I know, right?
What's your point, Bud Blush?
Look, we're just simple men, normal, everyday men.
Oh, we are.
We're men. We're men in tights.
Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. Blackface, trigger, self-harm, and on. I mean, really, these are all just simplified over-exaggerations.
Seriously, you scum. Total shit. It's like, don't you fuckheads realize we look at those as fucking trophies? Oh, we got these people to call us all these things. Hey, let's see what else we can push to do it more. Because triggering
Actually, my personal favorite trophy there, Sparky, is to be called a coon.
Okay.
Reason of why, if you go against a black that is kind of left leaning, they automatically
I
call
just rather call you Uncle Ruckus.
You could, again, that piece. You know, it's not a slight whatsoever. He is a funny and entertaining white motherfucker who has, you know, reverse vitiligo. I mean, honestly, I feel sorry for Uncle Ruckus. Uncle Ruckus did nothing wrong.
Okay, let's continue on. Hashtag justice for Uncle Ruckus.
Yeah, pretty much. You need to include that fucker in there. Ruckus was right, you know.
Hashtag seriously, you are scum. Hashtag total shit. And this post has 27 notes on it.
Anyway, I'm listening to laughing in the front room. I've got a feeling Captain Hook is watching.
I don't know. Maybe she is. Hopefully she doesn't laugh too hard. It might just shoot right out of her. It's got to be a mess if that happens.
Probably from people trying to figure out what video this idiot watched, because it sure as shit wasn't Welcome to Tumblr. Heart of Dixie posts. Perks of being deaf. I cannot hear half the bullshit in that Welcome to Tumblr video, which I am told is a mass of transphobia, misogyny, racism, body shaming, ableism, and so much more. Heart of Dixie may consider adding the hashtags gullible idiot and will believe anything somebody writes. Team Dead Dork says, "Oh my god, I finally watched that Welcome to Tumblr video. Do not watch it. It is highly offensive, and I only got through a minute of it, and the video is just 8 minutes of racist transphobic bullshit. Not to mention it makes fun of mental disorders like anxiety and reduces Tumblr users to slit-wrist emo art thieves who pretend to have disorders and people who pretend to be trans just to fit in. Hashtag
That sounds about right.
Hashtag racism. Hashtag trigger warning racism. Hashtag trigger warning transphobia. Hashtag transphobia. Hashtag don't watch the video." Apparently Team Dead Dorks is a magical being that's able to decipher an entire video only watching 1 minute of it. How he came to the conclusion that it's racist transphobic bullshit from watching merely a minute of an 8-minute long video amazes me. But I'm going to be sure to ask him what the lotto numbers are next week.
You might
Someone
want
who
to.
obviously had a stroke when they were choosing their username wrote, "If you think that welcome to Tumblr video is funny, relatable, totally fun."
Wait, had a
Wait,
stroke.
somebody who had a
Was it-
stroke.
What was it? What was it? A horse stroke?
No. Z-E-H-H. Oh, sorry. X-E-H-H-X. X is usually pronounced as a Z anyway, so.
ZX.
Zib.
Zex.
Zeza.
Yeah, because you have xylophone and X-ray, so it'd either be an X or a Z kind of sound, which is kind of
Zebza.
weird. So it's a
Zebba.
X
Zebza.
A Z or is Z X? I have no idea.
So you're saying this person is Canadian? That's the problem here.
Not even Canadians come up with that retarded kind of combination.
I don't know, but I think they would have been better off going with the nickname Spook.
With that picture, yeah, definitely. I'd probably call it Spook.
Fine.
That
If
is
people are
possible.
overreacting to being offended by it, etc., please unfollow me. Don't worry, I don't think anyone was following you to begin with. By the phone lines posts. All I'm going to say on the issue of the Welcome to Tumblr video is that it's an extremely shallow and narrow-minded view of a diverse global online community. I can take a joke, but nothing in this video is funny. Humor is a matter of
Yeah,
taste,
no
but
humor.
if you think anything in that video is funny or lol so true, then your taste is bullshit. If you think it is a funny joke or a parody, you aren't welcome anywhere near me. Bye.
And you can tell right there that somebody's got the panties in a wad.
Yeah, but isn't it kind of weird that they have like a full head of hair? Usually, these people have like half of their head shaved.
Yeah, usually if it's a real woman, they usually shave their head.
Well, time out.
If it's
I'm
not a
saying-
real woman, it
I'm
usually
looking at the
has hair.
jawbone, so
I don't know.
that's a really thick jawbone.
Again, I keep looking at the hair and I keep going, that should be shaved on the side.
Well, I mean, look at the fucking ears.
I
The
mean, it
ears are
could
like
be.
the
It's a really
ears.
bad
The ears are
picture.
down around the neck.
Yeah, I know. Ears do have an odd placement for some.
Hashtag UGG, ableism, racism, sexism, violence, trigger word violence, transphobia, and judging by the user icon, this person suffers from some medical disease that makes it impossible to look at a camera when taking a picture of
Yeah, we just mentioned that. Jeez.
themselves.
Yeah.
Hopefully they find a cure one day. Hopefully.
Wish me best of
Galabix85
luck.
writes, okay, a new rule is in effect. If I ever see the Welcome to Tumblr video on my dash, the post will be blocked, and if you're not a friend of mine, you will be unfollowed. Why, you may ask? Because I don't think making fun of some things that are legitimately serious issues to people is acceptable, and the video is in very poor taste. I'm not a very easily offended person, but watching that video got me thinking, dude, what the hell are you thinking? Some subjects are simply not to be talked about.
He was thinking, I think in the future I'm gonna get 13 million views on this video and boost my channel from 11,000 subscribers on up to 1.9 because triggering you fucks is funny.
Yeah.
Someday it will happen.
Or it did happen.
Yeah, the Jello apocalypse. He went
Yeah,
from,
that totally did
100,000
happen.
He went to like 100,000 to plus millions, so he's in the 13. Has one viewer that. Has
Yeah, and those were his
views.
first 5 videos.
Yeah. So, I mean, and he's done the welcomes to continuing from that and left no one on scathed.
Because here's the thing, people hate watch.
Fuck yeah.
Howard Stern proved that.
It's
First.
easy to trigger people like this and make them hate watch. It's not
Yeah,
that
that's
hard.
true.
You are cattle or sheep.
Yep. Chaff. They're simple chaff. They will follow whatever direction the people want to lead them to.
Lobotomites.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty much, what is it? What is lemmings? That's those little furry creatures that are willing to throw their little bodies off of cliffs
Let's continue.
for whatever reason. I have
Hashtag
no
new
idea.
rules.
Because
Well,
Disney
that
pushed
was
them off the edge. That's why.
Thank God Tumblr users were there to warn us off of this video. Obviously
No, that's
made by
serious.
an
When Disney
MRA.
did the video, they were pushing the lemmings off the edge with the
All
brooms.
right, let's
Okay.
play the video.
It's women, probably abuses children. A video so vile and so chock full of sexism and racism and misogyny and transphobia and just all the isms and phobias that can be crammed in there by a bigoted, hateful person that obviously Jello Apocalypse must be, because everybody on Tumblr has said so. Why, there was one gentleman who only watched a minute of it, not even the whole thing, but he could tell you everything in the video. There was even a deaf person who can't fucking hear what the video is saying, but they know. They know. Now, sure, most of those posts look like a game of internet telephone, just regurgitating the same buzzwords and bullshit from Tumblr blog to Tumblr blog, almost as if these people never even really watched it, but were just saying what they thought others wanted to hear, and becoming hypersensitive and ultra-defensive because somebody happened to shine a spotlight of comedy on their little community. Now, I'm curious if any of you noticed what I did. In a majority of those posts, and a majority of the posts that are upset on Tumblr and elsewhere about this particular video, they all fall back on a common issue. It's a common thread in all of them. Cis, hetero, white, male. That is the accusation, if it can even be called an accusation, that they throw against Jello Apocalypse. Like somehow that makes his video not funny or not on point. That they can just lob that at him. That, oh, he's a straight white male, fuck him. They all did it. It came up time and time again, as if that was some explanation for why they had a right to be offended. Because a white man made a video that...
Watch him being a black guy.
Could be. I
happen to poke fun at them. Suddenly it's okay to get offended and not find the video funny. These are people that always bitch about diversity and equality, yet the second a white guy does something, they hate it. They hate it point blank. They don't give a shit. It's something to be discarded and thrown away.
Check your privilege!
Reblog.
Hey everyone, it's Jim.
You know, I want to give this video a watch now.
I was imagining you would take this bad boy, give it a spin.
Yep. Let's see how it goes. Now we're gonna go a minute in.
A minute? Okay.
Oh, and welcome to Tumblr. I'm here to teach you the ins and outs of the world's most amazing interactive content.
I'm already
website.
offended.
At first, Tumblr's non-stop stream of endless content might seem overwhelming, but after using this guide, you'll be tumbling like a pro. Instead of the everyday social media fare of favorites and plussies, or whatever Google Plus uses, Tumblr uses reblogs. Using reblogs, you can share something somebody else has made so everyone can see it. Reblogs allow you to create a stream of seamless content for your followers' viewing pleasure. The number of reblogs shows how important you are. So, you want to become popular on Tumblr, huh? Okay, slugger, just remember this. Tumblr fame is like a firework. It's quick, flashy, random, worthless, and it's over almost immediately. And it was probably set off by your neighbor. You'll be lucky if even 2 or 3 wayward sparks hit any of your other posts. There are many ways to attract attention to your blog, and you can upload tons of content. Art, writing, videos, sound clips, cosplay, blood art, photography, GIFs, and more. All media is equally good here because Tumblr is a place of equality. Whoa, wait a minute. Are you a white, straight, middle-class male with a penis who is totally comfortable having said penis? Get out.
That's a minute 4 seconds in.
Yeah, I was already offended, and
No, I was very satisfied with this.
I was offended at the moment you started it. Just that first second, and I was offended.
So time out. I got a question. What's the lie?
The lie is the fact that he's not black.
But what's the lie?
You're asking lots of questions here, Sparky.
You're asking too many questions, Sparky. You gotta stop.
These are questions I don't think anybody can answer.
Tumblr, you have to learn to hate. You need to know that every other website in the world is terrible. DeviantArt, more like Grand Theft Artro. Facebook, more like Flakebook. 9gag, more like 9gag. Nailed it. One good way to get yourself noticed is to pretend to be someone else. Make a blog all about cosplay. Weebs and squeebs will flock to your blog like moths to a felt-covered flame. If you're an artist, you can make an art blog. To stand out from the crowd, offer each follower a personalized request to draw them in, and once you get popular, never actually do it. You can also do voice acting and whoa. Hold on, you guys. Penguins are going extinct. We have to save them. This is the most serious business. Quick, make a huge ranting post about how upset this issue makes you immediately. Oh wait, never mind. This was totally made up. But one day,
it might not be.
So make sure that you always reblog these posts. You have to let the world know that you...
Yeah, that is basically Tumblr in a nutshell.
That was Tumblr. Tumblr isn't like this anymore. It's kind of dead.
Actually, no, it still is. It's hasn't changed too much. All they've done is taken.
You remember we went through and we did the research on Spencer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mama Max. Well,
Yeah.
no, I take that back. You guys did. I'm the one that got fucking suckered into that one.
But yeah, no, he came to the realization that Tumblr hasn't changed, and I kind of went, I already knew this. But
Dude, it's a cesspool.
I mean, I don't even know if I could have access to my Tumblr account anymore. I'll have to look at this one.
Probably. I have no idea. But like I said before, the only thing they've taken away is the nudity. That's it.
You care enough about these issues to repost them, but not enough to do a 10-second Google search to immediately discredit them. You can also make a fashion blog to show off the latest. Oh my goodness! This girl went missing in 1987 and nobody ever found her. Quick, everyone in the Chicagoland area, reblog. So, do you upload videos? Great! Just make sure to upload them to YouTube, Dailymotion, or xvideos.com first, because the Tumblr player is absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely.
I see you've added something to your facade. Whoa there, slugger. A vagina on a man is a good start, but you can't go around calling yourself a hermaphrodite. That's racist. What you need is a politically correct name for yourself that you can use to yell at people with. You're not a hermaphrodite, you're vaginabled. If you want to be really popular on Tumblr, you need to be a social...
I'm so... Well, I'm like 3 minutes into this video, I'm like, where's the fucking lie?
This is every social media.
This is basically just a Metokur video with more flashy deals on it.
This has like that 1950s, Disney shit, a little nice happy tune and a little character that you're following.
World of Tomorrow.
Yes. Things like that. I mean, I know MGM did exactly the same thing with other artists and that, but this just has that quality. This is the old classic tune and showcasing the world at large.
All right, let's continue on.
Social outcast. What's that you say? You're straight, well off, and don't have enough shoe polish to change your race? Fear not. All you need is a good self-diagnosed mental illness. Do you worry
oh my fucking god!
You have anxiety
found Trudeau's lifeline here.
Then you've got crippling OCD. Do you sometimes itch yourself in public? Then it looks like you're turning into a wolf. These are all serious medical problems, as diagnosed by a first-year psychology major at WebMD.
Beforehand, because I didn't really. I mean, I knew Tumblr was a shit place. I really knew Tumblr was a shit place. I just never ventured there to figure out.
I ventured in Tumblr and I still survived.
You sent me
remember WebMD?
Yeah, I do. Anyways, no, what I'm trying to get at is I remember looking the shit up on Spencer about Cameron Gerard Davis, the vampire werewolf
vampire god that may not be a thing.
And going through that, and everyone talking about the Mama Max stuff. Everyone talking about the Spencers. Never dug into a fucking Tumblr. No. Never. And as soon as I started digging through it, it's like everything that's being brought up is some sort of a kink fetish or something like that they fantasized about on fucking Tumblr.
Well, I mean, it is. I mean, Tumblr is, like I said, Tumblr has never truly changed. It's always been a romance kind of novelist kind of thing. Harley Quinn kind of approach.
But what I'm trying to get at is, okay, I get the whole fucking deal now. What Mama Max, it's a bullshit deal, and really, Spencer's just a piece of shit because that was all on her, not anyone else. But, the more I'm watching the stuff from Metokur about Tumblr, I'm like, I get it. I don't know why Mama Max thought he could pass this off as something legit. I get it.
It can be easily done, especially if you do kind of artsy fartsy films that he does on fucking YouTube. Basically, Mama Max is a Tumblrite gone rogue. He's brought his artsy shit. He's taken away from Tumblr and DeviantArt and put it directly onto the tubes. And people bought into it. The motherfuckers bought into this shit. And we're talking about the big boy tubes. So we're not talking about
just if you want to know about Spencer, just look up locust dust on Tumblr.
Here's a question I would like answered there, Sparky. So what happened? What happened to this whole Mama Max thing? What happened? Nothing. Nothing fucking happened. That's what happened. No one cares about this anymore.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it's just it makes
No,
sense.
I understand, but my grievance is something larger than go see this. It's like all these people.
They ran away. All right. So what happened was a community of people, a commentary community, a couple other people came together and shoot him away, and that's all they did. As soon as they shoot him away, they didn't do anything else. They didn't do any more investigate. Oh, he's running, and they let him go away. They didn't drive the fucking nail in the goddamn coffin.
Yeah, well, still waiting for his fucking video. But still, nonetheless.
I apparently made a Mother's Day post.
That's great. That's great. Is it about his dog?
Well, it's about how dangerous people like Cameron Draw Davis are still out there, and the innocent are in danger, and blah 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 bullshit.
Okay, so he's still trying to sell that bullshit lie. Okay, got it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is why you just don't drive away people like that.
Yeah, no.
You fucking nailed the coffin shut.
You just, you not only do you nail the coffin, you just let the flame.
You make sure they can't
the
come
entire
back.
room.
You make sure they can't come back.
Yes. Oh, Jesus Christ. These people do it wrong. Anyways, let's continue.
No, it's because they want content to milk.
I know they want content. They fucking want to be.
There are serious problems. Cannot believe you. I'm offended.
Shut up. If you don't reblog to raise awareness for these people, then you are a heartless monster. Oh. Still having trouble? One surefire way to get noticed is to pander to a fandom, or as I like to call it, fandom. Why not use Super Wholock, a combination of Supernatural, Doctor Who, and Sherlock, which exists for some reason. There's lots of popular fandoms to choose from.
Yeah,
Disney, Hannibal, Firefly, The Avengers.
Didn't Metokur cover that?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Huh.
Pellicles, Star Trek, MLP, Attack on Titania, Dangling Grandpas, International Yowie Festival, Maduga Maguka, Two Angry Beavers, and other less important fandoms. You can even dedicate a Tumblr to one of your favorite characters. Why not the Onceler from the Lorax? I cannot think of a single reason. Now, let's ship him with somebody. The Lorax, Ginger Swift, inexplicably Gene Wilder. Nah, let's just ship him with himself. Not normal, cries humanity. That's the point, cries Tumblr. Beret tosses and wrist slits.
Baby, or beautiful. Please don't cut yourself. You can always talk to me if you need help. I'm here for you, girl.
Shut up. Well, that Onceler page isn't going to inexplicably exist itself. We need to find some art for our fandom page. Let's search some of our favorite tags. Knock, knock. Who's there? Porn.
Yeah, the porn.
Really? No, not you. Another good way to create interest is to make an Ask blog. Just pick a character from some fictional work to portray or make one up yourself and answer questions people send to you. Can you draw? No? Who cares? Just pick your character, sit back, and watch the asks fly in.
Again,
dude.
That is Tumblr.
Dude.
Yeah.
Literally, all the fucking comments of those fuckheads. They literally proved the point.
Yeah. Again,
the retards literally proved the point because they're so fucking retarded they can't fucking get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's working! Your tears bring up a good point. It's time to talk about being sad. People get sad, and that's okay. It's healthy to occasionally indulge in some self-pity. And if something's healthy in small doses, then that means it's great to go completely overboard. Everyone in the world is beautiful. So if you ever see someone who's a little down, be sure to send them a note telling them what a wonderful person they are to cheer them up. Continue to send these messages until they no longer mean anything. Keep sending them to the person until you become a bigger problem than their real-life issues. If you're feeling bad about sending so many messages, send one to yourself as a pick-me-up. Continue to send them notes until it warrants a restraining order.
Reblog. The real trick of getting reblogs is never making your own content. Instead, steal your images from Reddit, Facebook, and Imgur while simultaneously condemning said sites. This is normal, and almost everybody else does it. That being said, some people still make their own original content. Hey everybody, I worked really hard on this, so check it out. Oh, this will get me reblogs for sure. Now, you could reblog this, but why follow the herd like some kind of sheep? Instead, save the image to your hard drive and upload it yourself, presenting it as your own work. There you go. Now sit back and watch that satisfying Tumblr fame just pour in.
Reblog. Feeling tired? Don't go to sleep. It's time for night blogging. The drunken text of the Tumblr world. Stay up for 3 extra hours accomplishing nothing while browsing through posts and making hilarious spelling mistakes. Post things that you'll immediately regret the next morning. When you're inevitably confronted by angry mobs of your followers, simply tell them that you lost control of your feels and that you have a debilitating gold rush era disease that prevents you from...
That's a thing, by the way. That actually was a thing.
Why Tumblr so fucking stupid?
They're special people.
This is what happens when you give people a fucking participation trophy.
Well, yeah. And allow them to the internet.
Never allow people access to the internet until they're ready for it, and make sure you never give people participation trophies because you end up with dipshits like this. And I don't mean Angry Jello. He's what you want to strive to be.
Thinking clearly at night. Then distract them with a 46-gift recap of last night's episode of Doctor Who.
Look at all these gifts! Reblog, in addition to being as fun as a shotgun barrel of monkeys, Tumblr is first and foremost a place of acceptance for men and women of all ages.
Why do we have to conform to one or two derogatory gender roles?
Okay. Tumblr is a place for everyone.
Why just everyone? Why not every 2 or 10 or 20? We're a
high
God.
What does that make us?
Fine! It's a place of acceptance for every human.
Excuse me? I'm a wolf trapped in a human's body, and I find that offensive.
Reblog! Some people have triggers that make them mad for no reason if you don't tag them.
Reblog, even family-friendly things like owls or peanuts. Or...
Reblog! Reblogging is one of my trigger words!
Reblog, but you just said it.
Reblog, check your privilege!
Reblog.
What is it?
Reblog 90s kids!
Reblog anime!
Reblog kids!
Reblog!
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 Reblog! Reblog!
Hey! Someone finally reblogged my post! Yes!
Kill yourself.
It's okay, baby. I think we're beautiful.
Yeah.
That is like the most accurate video. I think this surpasses what Metokur could do.
I mean, it kind of passes the sniff test, is what you say.
Yeah. I pass this off as 100% factual.
I mean, it could have been MisterMetokur himself making this stuff with Jade. We don't know.
The hateful trio here, the black guy, the trans guy, and the Native American guy, says that this is 100% factual.
This is Jade's work. 100% true. Now go forth and make this true, my minions. Oh, God. Yeah, no, I sent you a link for 4.
I know. I see it.
Okay.
If your boom hurts and...
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no. Why is it
so
yes. Long?
You'll survive, maybe. Who knows?
We are spitting this out. All right, let's just get through this.
And if it hurts, and it hurts real bad, or if you have feelings that are making you sad, then it's okay. It's okay to cry.
The 1980s was a fantastic decade to be a kid in America. You had everything offered to you, everything catered and marketed directly at you. You had toys, real toys you could go outside and play with. Toy guns that actually shot pellets and discs, put out each other's eyes. Nobody gave a shit. That's what part of being a kid was about, was getting injured and looking like an idiot because you let somebody shoot you in the eye with a BB. There were cartoons. You could sit down on a Saturday morning and watch 5 to 6 hours of cartoons straight. You could watch He-Man and G.I. Joe, the Transformers, and Ghostbusters, and a whole host of other shows. Video games were just starting to come up. You had Nintendo and Sega and TurboGrafx. There were all sorts of games that were coming out. It was a great time to be young. Now, during that time, there was a show that was marketed towards a specific demographic. Now, that demographic was your little sister. Maybe you were switching to go watch a new show on a Saturday morning, and you might stumble across it. It was My Little Pony. Now, My Little Pony, like Strawberry Shortcake and all those other kinds of shows, were the sorts of things that you might see on occasion, or you might skip over, or maybe, again, if your friend's little sister had control of the television, you'd watch a few minutes of. But it wasn't something you really focused on, at least not if you were a boy. Yeah, they had toys, and they had the show, and there were a few movies that came out, but it had its run. And eventually that run, like the run of the majority of shows that were out at that time, came to an end. But the story doesn't stop there. No, you need to fast forward to 2010, when Hasbro decided, you know what, let's go into the well. Let's do what the majority of studios, be they television, movies, or cartoons, let's dig into that well of past intellectual properties and pull something out and see if we can capitalize on nostalgia. Now, their original marketing gimmick, I'm sure, was to target the show at young girls, to hope that the same audience would be brought in, that the mothers now who had kids would remember the show from their childhood and be like, oh, this is great. I remember this. My kid's going to like this. And so what could go wrong? I mean, this sounds like a brilliant idea. They'll take an old show, they'll retool it, they'll remarket it. They'll reach a new generation of girls aged 2 to 11 who will, most importantly, buy the merchandising. They'll buy the toys. They'll buy the posters and the books and the movies and the DVDs and everything that Hasbro could possibly sell to them. Hasbro is going to make a shitload of money. Only that's not what happened. Instead, enter the brony. You see, instead of little girls actually adopting the show. Now, to be fair, there are a lot of young girls that watch the show. If you look at some of the conventions and some of the talks that the creators have given, you'll see a lot of little kids there. But the majority of viewership, the people that actually seem to be driving the show's success, are adult males.
Yep.
How the fuck did that happen? Now, if this were He-Man or G.I. Joe or the Transformers, if this was something that had a nostalgic pull to it, it might be understandable. You might be able to say, well, they watched it when they were kids, and that's why they're kind of attracted to it. But how many of these bronies do you actually think were children and watched the show? Chances are they were watching something completely different. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. What is a brony? You could ask Google, and they'll give you their description of what a brony is. In the last 4 years, chances are you know what a brony is because you've encountered one, or the content they post, whether it's an image macro or anything else. It was fucking everywhere. If you were on 4chan, you specifically know exactly what I'm fucking talking about. You could not avoid it. It was on every board. It was everywhere in every thread. So much so that they actually ended up creating a board specifically for them. Moot made MLP in response to the amount of fucking traffic and the complaints of other users. And this wasn't just on 4chan. Other sites have encountered the same thing. So brony-dumb, if you want to call it that, is massive. Massive. It's fucking enormous. You have this huge demographic of it.
There's nowhere in hell you can pay me enough to be in that fucking room to get a picture taken.
Look, all it is a lot of autistic men just cooing together.
It's basically like a big old powwow.
I think they're doing more than that.
Oh, come on! Look at the white dude right up in front there with the yellow and the pink pony on his shirt. Nice little glasses there. He looks like he's having fun with his mouth open, just waiting for a little bit of.
I was gonna say it seems like he's assuming the position.
Look, most guys like a little bit of a coom every now and then.
No.
They're attracted to the show, whatever the reason is, and are fucking dedicated to it and want to talk about it and infuse it in everything. So what is a brony? I mean, when you think about it, after you've encountered it.
So the guy behind the white guy with the glasses with the pink and the guy there that looks like he's doing the Seek Heil straight up. He looks like he's having fun.
Oh yeah, well, the guy with the red and blue jacket.
the blue jacket with the red with the stripe. Yeah, the racing stripe.
Hey, yo!
Yeah, pretty much. He definitely wants to get Rainbow Dash's attention.
There's a lot of those guys in there, if you notice. There's the guy with the light blue t-shirt in the back. There's a guy in the front that looks like he's partially retarded. The woman with the red shirt's about ready to throw up her hand.
There's a guy who looks like Dockside Phil right there in the middle.
Yeah, well, that is the guy that's partially retarded. I mean,
I mean, if you look at the way back, it looks like someone has their arm up the same way. So I mean, it seems like a very, I wonder who's talking there.
It is.
Oh, now you need a picture of Hitler.
Yeah, I know. And then there's a rare sighting of a whammon in the front row with his short of the red shirt.
Okay, now look by that jacket guy with the Zig Heil sign going on there.
Yeah,
with the blue and red. There's a woman right behind him there.
He's giving a little bit of a cool sign. You can see that he's trying to reach down. Honestly, he's like. And then the Asian dude behind the guy with the blue jacket with the red stripe, he looks like he's I don't know what he's looking at, but he sees something.
All right,
and the Asian guy behind him is not quite
really
sure
comes
what's
to mind.
going on.
I'm fairly certain most people, when they think brony,
I think
think something like
room.
this.
So, I know, right?
We know about everyone here and how great the show is, right?
Oh, there's 3, 4.
However, as
4
most of us
women.
are aware,
I think
there's
4.
a darker side to the fandom, which
can't tell.
we know
That
pretty well. This is Oliver and Miss Livman.
Great.
All right, so I'm pretty sure you're aware of Princess Celestia being portrayed as a tyrant, an internet troll, God forbid, a molester.
Wow.
A socially awkward person, somebody with maybe autism. If you went on YouTube, you're going to find a myriad of channels dedicated to autistic bronies. And I'm not kidding, there are multiple channels from Mindless Spaghetti onwards that have tons of videos related to cringeworthy MLP-related broniedom. Simply put, another way to look at it, bronies are today what furries were yesterday. Now, over the last, I'd say, year to year and a half, this has sort of cooled off a bit. Bronies have eased up on shoving this shit down everybody's throat, but the impression has still been left. Most people don't like them. They're awkward, and let's be honest here. And I think most bronies are
actually
their fandom attracts autism.
That was awesome.
How much you want to bet?
They can hang in the
time out.
You jumped.
Getting high. It's a show, and happy, great. They're not going to fuck with us.
You did
doing their own shit. Again, that's really what another way people don't like.
How much you want to bet? This is Jim actually in his house watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and this pops up as like, I know what my next video is going to be.
He's like, holy shit, Jade, get the camera. Jade's already on it. She's taking multiple pictures.
Takes a picture and it's like, this is gonna be the centerpiece of the video.
Mm-hmm.
How much you want to bet that happened?
I do remember when this question was asked on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. And I was like, are you kidding me?
You look at his face. He's like, you look at it. It's like, let's read. The children's TV show My Little Pony has found a large following of adult male fans that are known by one name. The guy sitting there is like, what the fuck did you just say?
Look at the answers. Look at the answers, though. That's even great.
Man Clotter, Hairman, and then Hoofers.
Hoofers.
We all know what the answer is. It's Hoofers for $1 million there, Pat.
Just the look on his face.
Yeah, I know.
It looks like he was bit by a vampire too.
It's like, what the fuck did you just say?
Yeah, and those two moles kind of do line up to a vampire bite.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's on tap.
They're awkward, and let's be honest here, and I think most bronies are going to freely admit this. Their fandom attracts autism like flies on shit. There's no way to ignore that or deny it. There are too many videos, too many encounters with bronies to be able to just brush that off and say, that's not true. But again, it has cooled off. It is declined. You can go onto other boards now and other websites, and you're not going to encounter it all the time. It seems like bronies are content hanging out and doing their own shit. Again, that's really what annoyed the most people, was they just didn't want to deal with it.
Why does that look like Andy Warski that's like 70 years old?
It looks like Andy Warski's dad.
It could be Andy Warski's
dad.
dad.
That legitimate looks like Andy Warski, 70 years old.
That looks like Andy Warski's dad.
Right across from his mundane man.
If you look behind him, that's Ralph's dad.
That could be, yeah.
And then you got Andy's.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, we can kind of speculate on how these people.
PPP's dad's in there somewhere, I'm sure. They were all friends. That's all they all became friends in their lives.
Look at the people. Look at the people behind them. The kid and this guy like got their fucking hands over the face, like, I don't want to be associated with any of these fucking people.
Yeah, yeah.
The guy's got the raccoon umbrella
t-shirt. This guy's just saying he's like, I have no idea what the fuck's going on. I was told there's gonna be naked bitches here.
I was told I was gonna get cake.
I was told if I put this hat on, there was gonna be dancing ladies, and there are no
cake. I just want cake.
Yeah.
Where's my cake?
Myself, for instance, I have no interest in watching a show about horses or unicorns or fucking Pegasi or Pegasus, whatever. It holds no appeal to me. So I don't want to encounter it when I'm in a thread talking about Ben Garrison's latest racial riot, okay, or his newest murder spree, right? I don't want it to be a part of that. It doesn't fit. It doesn't belong. And so it makes sense not to have it in there. So you have all these bronies, right? And they're starting to kind of congregate, and they're not shoving that shit down everybody's face. And for the majority, for the most of the internet, that's a good thing. Everybody seems happy. Great. They're not.
Look at her face.
I mean,
it's like you look at the picture right there in the corner, and she's like, she just came across. It's like, can we have this at this con? This might just get us kicked out.
You did remember to steam clean these, right? You put them in, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I
know you're putting these things.
Good. Let them go do their own thing. No, fandom is like any other fandom. You've got different people, content creators. Some people are good at making image macros. Some people make songs. Some write fan fiction, which, yeah, that's a whole nother fucking world of crazy. Really, let's be honest. I think my favorite fan fiction so far that I've encountered while making this video and looking into all this stupid shit would be the one where the pony gets fucked by a tree stump. That's Shakespearean. That was really well done. Whoever wrote that. It's fucking A+ stuff.
Oh,
that's a pretty. I mean, that's a very well endowed pony.
This explains it all. No, this explains it all. Vosh wasn't trying to look for short stack goblin porn. He was trying to find what Jim found.
The pony collection? Yeah,
He was trying to find the Brody shit. There he is. He's a Brody.
He was trying to find a My Little Pony game front by a stump.
Oh my god. It makes sense now.
It makes so much sense now.
So we say he's a brony?
It could be. It has a very high cost.
We need to commission Vosh as a My Little Pony.
Yeah,
it would cost the internet for ages.
It would.
So you've got all these content creators. They're making all this sort of stuff. Well, one of them gets an idea. I'm going to create a blog. I'm going to make a Tumblr about a fictitious character in this universe. And there's going to be a gimmick. It's going to be a comedy. All right? It's going to be satire. It's going to be funny. People are going to enjoy it. I'm going to call it Princess Molestasia. And this is the first page to greet you when you show up on this Tumblr. In fact, on the right-hand side, you'll see there's an introductory blurb to greet new users. So let's take a look at that. Let's see what the blog has to say. Some call me Molestasia. Others call me Molly. I like to call myself Big Sexy. I shall allow some of my precious time to answer some peasant questions each week. Worship my ass or be sent to the moon.
Oh my god.
And if you're really bored, you can also ask my nerdy gaming sister Luna some questions. For mature audiences only. If you take this site seriously, you really do belong on the moon. Well, it seems pretty cut and dry to me. It seems like the blog is directly telling you this is meant for older people. This isn't meant for children with the mature audiences only. And it's also telling you to back the fuck up and have a sense of humor. So what exactly is Molestasia all about? How does it work? Well, it's a fictitious character in the MLP universe, a princess. And the gimmick, if you can't tell already, maybe you're brain dead, is Molestasia likes to molest the other characters. So people will write in and ask a question. And you can take a look. Here's some of the posts going all the way back. I've taken a cross-section of a few of the different ones that appeared. So you can kind of get a feel for how this is run. So somebody will write in and they'll ask what they're doing or ask them to answer a question or their input on something. And then usually they'll get a response in the form of a comic panel that will somehow relate to what they said or what they asked. And each of these responses has a sexual undertone. That's the joke. This character molests other ponies. I mean, this is, again, it's a show intended for kids. So there really isn't a lot of sexual content in it, obviously. So the gimmick, the joke is, we'll make a sexual character that constantly alludes to molesting the other ponies and is sex rattled and always thinking about it and kind of always works it into their answers. So how did it do? What was the response to this blog? Well, this is what they thought. You can see in this comic panel, it's a thank you, 30,000 plus followers. And that was 3 months ago. And if you look at a lot of the different notes tagged onto these posts, you'll see that there are usually anywhere from 500 to 2,000. So it's getting a lot of traffic. People are liking it. It's adult humor. It's made to be a joke. I want you to think of other franchises that you saw when you were a kid. Think of...
This is one of those going on to fuck with people, and it backfires, isn't it?
You're kind of sniffing in the right direction. You're kind of sniffing in the right direction.
I hate all things.
Mm.
I hate all the things.
Welcome to the world. Welcome to the internet.
Scooby-Doo. How many jokes and how many skits and videos and image macros and comics are out there about Scooby-Doo getting high or Shaggy getting high or Velma getting fucked in the Mystery Machine? You take a child's program, you take something that's intended to be cookie cutter and clean, and you take adult concepts and you put it in, and that's the humor. That's the appeal. It's funny because Scooby-Doo and Shaggy and the rest of the gang in the Mystery Machine weren't really getting high and fucking all the time, but their mannerisms and characteristics made us think they were, and so when we show it, we get a laugh out of it. I'm guessing the same thing is happening here. So you've got this cookie-cutter, clean show about ponies that sing and dance and friendship, and you have a sex offender in their midst who is trying to fuck every one of them and has nothing but sex on their mind. That's the joke. So the community writes in, hey, what did you do here? Or what did you do this? Or what do you think of this? And every response is about fucking another pony. In the same way that those jokes about Scooby-Doo or any other child's franchise you can think of was done. Think of He-Man. How many gay jokes have you heard about He-Man? How many image macros are out there of He-Man getting fisted by man-at-arms? My God, if you watch Adult Swim, just Robot Chicken alone has made enough He-Man gay jokes to last us for a fucking century. So it seems like this blog is popular. It seems like the community is liking it. It's funny. You know, they get it. They like it. They're responding and interacting with it. What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Well, potentially. This is just a hypothetical situation. Maybe a voice actor or somebody associated with the show or the production of the show happens to stumble on an image from the blog and thinks it's funny but doesn't maybe necessarily get what it's about. And then they post it on their Twitter. And all the people responding go, holy shit, wait a second. And then suddenly executives at Hasbro are freaking out because, again, you have to remember, corporations are not moral or immoral. They're amoral. They don't give a shit about what's right and wrong. They care about profit. So anything that could potentially damage their brand is something they don't like. And you could have 1,000 executives in a boardroom who think something is the funniest thing on earth. But if it's going to hurt the bottom line, it's got to go.
Can you imagine?
Here was the thing.
Can you imagine being on the board of directors for My Little Pony or whatever it is, and they call an emergency meeting and they put these images up as like, we need to do something about this. Can you imagine that?
I can. The harder factor is there, Sparky. We have like old fuddy-duddies rummaging around a boardroom. Let's say it's about 13 people seated, just talking about this shit, all because of one particular voice actor decided to showcase a naughty version of their IP. That's it.
Here was the thing. Bronies were probably about 50% of their bottom line. So, I mean, they were probably the reason that they were making money off of My Little Pony.
Yeah, they weren't getting a lot of the girls, anyways. I mean, if you look at it, no, I think it was over the 50% mark because, especially for toy sales.
Well, I'm just guesstimating. I don't know.
No. Like I said, I would assume.
But the thing is, it all because right after that, My Little Pony almost died again.
Yeah, I know.
After this, if I recall correctly,
because they put a kibosh on the bronies. So,
then they apologized. Reals like, oh shit, that was our cash cow.
Yeah.
We just killed our cash cow.
The girls, no, it's actually all the guys. But yeah, just look at this picture here for Happy Turkey Day. Think what Nicole's brain was kind of going through when she saw this. It's just a mashed potatoes with some gravies and a couple of ponies just enjoying it. Yes, it's all over their face, but they went face first in front of this nice little bowl of mashed potatoes with gravy. Yeah. That's it. That's all she saw. So, yeah.
When you look at a lot of the work, especially in video games, of people who make their own fan adaptations of popular franchises, this happens a lot with Nintendo in particular. They put all this work into it, they put all this effort into it, and they make something that's really fucking amazing. And they say, hey, we love this series, we love this franchise, we're not going to make any money off of it, but because we love it so much, we've made it, we're going to put it out there. What's the response they generally get? Take it down. And it's not because necessarily those companies don't like it. Hell, they may even think it's the greatest thing on earth, but they're worried about the reaction and the impact upon the brand or the IP. That's how companies function. So in this hypothetical situation, Hasbro sees this image, and maybe they thought it was funny, maybe they didn't. But the bottom line is, this could fuck up our IP, this could impact our profits, this could lead to potentially negative press. So we've got to send a cease and desist letter, or we've got to contact the blog owner and either put legal pressure on them or ask them, maybe outright, take it down. We can't have this. You can't put this up. It's not permissible. And lo and behold, it's gone. It disappears. It gets pulled down because of legal pressure or something else. So what happened to our molestation blog? Because if you were to go look for it right now, it's not there. In fact, every image I've shown you, and this would really help to explain why they're so blurry and kind of out of focus, aside from my shit technical skills, is because I've got them off the Wayback Machine. The blog isn't there anymore. The Tumblr is gone. It has been annihilated. So everything you're seeing is just a screen cap that they got, but not necessarily the individual images themselves. So, okay, Sarah, you think, right? Shit happens. So you're a brony and you found this funny and you're a little upset it's gone, but what are you going to do? Maybe you could make another parody site. Maybe you could try it on a different website altogether. But for the most part, this one's gone. Hasbro has dropped the axe on it. Should be the end of the story. But of course, that's not where it stops. Why doesn't it stop there? Because of one particular individual. Because of April. Now, if you remember, I said that was a hypothetical situation. So what's the reality? What really happened to the blog? Well, to understand what happened to it, you first have to understand who April is. Now, she has a nickname online. I can't really remember. It's something like Pinky's Penis or Appendicitis Pony. It doesn't really matter. All that matters is that April was at the heart of this. So to know who she is, we got to take a look at her Tumblr. And believe me, of course, of fucking course, she has to have a Tumblr, a monument, an altar to her ego. It is the heart of Vapid when you go to this Tumblr. Now, if you have an aversion to pink and sparkly shit, I would recommend staying away from pinkypony.tumblr.com. Now, the first thing that greets you on the main page of her Tumblr, aside from an overwhelming sense of regret for having come here, is the horrible color scheme and the repeated pictures that she likes to post of herself posing with ponies. Now, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see that her Tumblr is segmented. It's organized with all the important things, like selfies and fashion and beauty. and About Me. So let's go take a look at the About Me. Let's find out who April is. So let's read a little bit about her. Let's find out who she is. I'm Pinky. My favorite pony as a little girl was Pinkie Pie, and I wanted to be just like her. The nickname Pinky has stuck with me for a very long time. I love all things cute and pink and girly, as well as alternative, edgy, and punk rock. I am 17 years old. I've been a My Little Pony collector and equestrian since I was 3 years old. I live on sweets, internet, and my itty-bitty horses. Jesus. I like to...
Yeah, he lost it.
Honestly, itty-bitty horses. I mean...
Does she eat them with snacks?
I don't. I mean, maybe she gets a little gummy treats every now and then. We don't know.
You see the some of the posts. You see the My Little Pony in the blender, and then you get served a smoothie of the same color.
Yeah,
it's like that.
It's up there with the Smurfs. I mean,
yeah. She's the Gargamel in My Little Pony.
Pony, yeah. Oh, jeez.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Make people laugh and smile, and I always love meeting new people. I love G3 MLP, especially G3 Pinkie Pie. I game too. I love Elder Scrolls Oblivion, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, Sims, Animal Crossing, and Pokemon. Okay, I think you get an idea of who this is. I really hope you do. It's pretty obvious. I think my favorite part of that whole introduction is I love things that are cute and frilly, but I also like it edgy. I mean, she covers the whole spectrum of bullshit in that one sentence. And if you were a glutton for punishment and decided to go to her selfies portion, you'd be greeted by picture after picture after picture after picture of her making faces that border on autism spectrum in the mirror while holding up an iPhone. I like this one in particular because on the right-hand side, it appears that the medicine is finally kicked in. And she just couldn't believe
confirmed.
So I'm sure...
Jim, I think somebody's trying to be more outrageous than you.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yes.
You know, I think Sparky is a brony. I've actually been saving this for a while.
Fuck you.
He's called Spirit.
Yes.
In the brony world.
Fuck
He
you.
calls himself Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
The brony.
No.
Oh, yes.
I already had a fucking fit. What was it? 3 weeks ago? It was 3 weeks ago. What was it? Sparkly? Yeah, it was Sparkly, the Native American poet. No. Shutting that shit down right. Shutting this shit down.
Would I identify with that pony with Sparky?
You remember the Spirit?
There were supposed to be like 10 pictures lined up there, but you know, she got a little sleepy. I decided to cut it off there. Now, don't let all those selfies fool you. I don't want to give you the wrong idea. After all, April is a genius. As you can see here, she has an IQ of 142, despite the disability of being autistic. Bravo! I'm glad to see the autism hasn't slowed you down at all. In fact, it's helped contribute to some quality advice for all the young ladies out there. Like this one, for instance. Oh shit, I didn't take my birth control yesterday. I guess I'll have to double up and go super mega female power for today. That sounds like a genius idea. I'd expect somebody with an IQ of...
I don't think that's a good idea, but I don't know.
They're 17.
Yeah, a 142 is you know, pretty up there.
Check the back office stroke.
I know, right?
They're 17.
Sparky, you be the pony princess you feel inside. Don't let these naysayers travel.
I already got Sparky when he was in his brony hood in the back office.
I know, I saw it.
I wish I could share it with the rest of you out there. But if you come to TikTok,
what happened? I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened.
I think Jim has some bad internet connections.
He could have that bad internet connection.
He might be, you know. Oh man, that sucks. Oh, here he's back. He's back. It's like, oh,
you can.
I see. He has a bad internet. Yeah, we might.
It's still playing on the TikToks. You keep talking all you want. It's playing on the TikToks, and they're laughing their asses off on it. So.
For anybody
They want
want
to meet you now, Sparky.
hey,
They
there's
know
a
about your
link that was
channel.
posted by Flickerbox TV. I don't know where that could lead.
Anyways, continue on.
142 to come up with that. I mean, it's just like using 2 condoms. It's double the protection. What could go wrong? Obviously, that's a smart idea. And she's very good with money as well, as you would expect of somebody with a genius IQ. She's going to eventually become a millionaire. I mean, look at her fiscal responsibility. My mother gave me $40 for food and was surprised I went and spent it on toys. I've been her daughter for 17 years.
See, it's like, what are you doing?
Well, she's getting ready for what will be eventually the OnlyFans account.
And this is why you don't let people get on the internet until they're over the age of 18.
Yeah, but I honestly, when it comes down to a certain demographics, OnlyFans seems to be the best place for them to earn income very quickly.
Well, I've never heard of a better investment than that. Bravo, April. Again, showing what an IQ that high can accomplish. It's very impressive. She's also very civic-minded, like this particular post. The link provides all the information.
I love how this
Long
is
story
before
short,
gaming
they
hate.
don't include trans women in
right?
the program, and gender identity isn't their anti-discrimination statement. They have denied services to trans women in their past. That's her dumping a charity because it doesn't appeal to trans women. That is what I call taking a firm stance on an issue. Fuck charity. If they don't appeal to every single person, they're obviously bad. That's why I stopped donating to prostate cancer. Apparently, they didn't include women in that charity. How fucking sexist can you get? Now, maybe you've noticed a few things. One of those things happens to be social justice. That's right. Appendicitis Pony here is a big advocate of social justice. In fact, that's why she got involved in the Molestasia blog in the first place. She was part of a group called DWM. That's Down with Molestasia. And as you probably can guess from the name, they didn't like that blog very much. This is the Tumblr that was the headquarters, downwithmolestasia.tumblr.com. And in bright, really gaudy letters up there, it says, Ponies Against Rape Culture. You know, I like to play a game when I see a phrase like that. The first thing I like to do is make it an acronym. So what do we have? We have PARC. Now, let's take that acronym and make it an anagram. How could we change this around to really help highlight what this group is? Let's see, PARC. Well, let's switch the C and the P. What does that give us? CARP. I don't think they're involved with fishing, so CARP isn't really going to help us here. Maybe we could switch in another 2 letters to make it clearer. I don't know. Let's see. How about the A and the R? What does that give us? CRAP. I think that might be more on point. After all, they are full of shit. I think crap is a good anagrammed acronym for Ponies Against Rape Culture. So what was their stated mission goal? What was April doing with these people, and what was their general purpose? Well, it's right on the right-hand side there. This is the official blog for Down with Molestasia, Ponies Against Rape Culture. Our goal is to create a safer, more enjoyable place for My Little Pony fans. Unfortunately, rape jokes can be found anywhere bronies tread. Join the movement and take a stand against it. So what exactly was the stand that April and Crap took against rape culture? Well, that stand was against the Molestasia blog. Again, if you remember previously when I talked about a cease and desist letter from Hasbro, what would motivate them to send that? It's no secret, if you do a Google search, if you look at Google image searches, if you just browse around, you're going to find a fucking ton of horse-related porn. MLP has a ton of that shit out there. Fan fiction that's made for adults, pornographic images and flash games and videos.
And then you have most
everywhere on
of
the internet.
Flash's videos.
So what would clue Hasbro in, particularly to this specific Tumblr? Someone would have to guide them. Someone would have to point them at it and repeatedly kick up a fuss about it to make it an issue. And who is kicking up that fuss? Appendicitis Pony. Little Miss April decides to do it. Now people have asked, why would you do a video on the Molestasia incident? Why would you care? You're not a brony. What does it matter? If you've watched the videos I've done, you should notice a theme throughout every single one of them. Whether it's the Hugbox videos or whether it's a Tumblerism videos. It is a specific type of person who does not care about the community they are a part of, but they only care about injecting their fucking ideology and their poisonous bullshit into anything they can. And April is that. She is a social justice warrior that wants to come in and make people behave in the way she wants. Now, this group against rape culture, Ponies Against Rape Culture, their complaint was that the subject matter was terrible and it shouldn't be put up there. So I'm to take from that then that April has a problem with anything that's adult-themed and related to My Little Pony. Then could you explain to me
I
how
thought his theme
April
was a sarcastic voice filter. Can't wait for Daddy Jim's next stream. I mean, you might have to wait downstream just in case.
Well, it doesn't help that we got him sped up 1.2, so.
Yeah, I know, right? It's fine.
But yeah, Jim will be streaming Saturday, I would think.
Could be.
We'll find out more the closer it gets. So
yes.
art to make money on her Tumblr and on different websites can produce content like this. Does this look family friendly to you? Her problem with the Ask Molestasia blog was that, oh my god, all these comic panels of sexually suggestive things, we need to take that down. Look at this.
Not waiting down.
This isn't sexually suggestive. These are fucking ponies, April. And you're going to tell me this isn't out of hand? This isn't the same thing you're telling me you're criticizing? These fucking hypocrites do this every goddamn time. It doesn't matter if it's atheism. It doesn't matter if it's video games. It does not matter to these people. They will shit up anything they can. They will kill entertainment. They'll kill political movements and drive a stake through things like Occupy Wall Street. They don't give a shit. She is another self-entitled, white, middle-class, college-aged person who spews this bullshit and ruins fun for other people. Listen, I'm not a brony. I don't give a shit about the show. I don't care about the culture. But what bothers me about this entire incident, what bothers me about people like her and what they accomplished, is the simple fact that they want to be gatekeepers of humor. Is that the world you want to live in? Do you think that you're going to ever come across another George Carlin or Mel Brooks or Richard Pryor if people like this are the ones who get to judge what's funny and acceptable and what isn't? And that incident with people like Tosh.0 where he made a joke to an audience member that criticized him, talking about rape and making fun of her. You remember the shitstorm around that and how hard it was for him to pull back from that? Look at the old Patrice O'Neal interviews on Fox News where he went in to defend Opie and Anthony and Jimmy and other comedians against somebody who wanted to moderate their humor and their comedy. These people cannot be allowed to do this. It's bad enough when it's religion or atheism or politics or entertainment, but if you let them get a foothold in comedy, you are fucked. Comedy is the one thing that lets us touch on subjects that are uncomfortable and that are not socially acceptable and still make fun of them and light of them and be able to move and cope and get on with our fucking lives. If you take away that mechanism for average people to have a fucking laugh, if you let pricks like this, who are hypocrites and money hungry and don't give a shit about the community they're a part of, dictate to you and to others what is acceptable and not acceptable, you might as well just put a bullet through your fucking head. People have gotten on my case about hyperbole. See, I said it right that time. Saying that, oh, you over-exaggerate. Of course I use rhetoric. But can you not see the problem that's springing up all around us?
He said it.
When you read news stories about people...
He said what?
Not see.
Suing employers for $500,000 over proper pronouns. When you hear stories about universities and faculties at universities sending out letters saying, we are going to have meetings on diversity and multiculturalism, white people don't show up because you're not welcome because you have privilege. When we, see stories about the Pentagon handing out manuals to people in the field that are supposed to teach soldiers about white privilege, people seem to think that Tumblr and the people online are the source of this stuff. They're not. They are the end result. They are the end point of it. The source is something else entirely. What we're seeing now is it's springing up because it's propagated everywhere. And it's propagated and it spreads because people like this are indoctrinated into this bullshit. For me, this isn't an issue about bronies or stupid fucking rape jokes or a blog about a horse that molests other horses. For me, this is about a social justice warrior, the same type of person I cannot fucking stand, a special snowflake that thinks they have a right to take away somebody else's comedy or content or dictate what is acceptable speech or is not acceptable speech. It's the same thing every time. These people don't care about the groups they become a part of. They will infiltrate and become a member. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's political or sexual or religious, it doesn't fucking matter to them. They become a part of the group and then they subtly suggest their poison until it propagates and destroys. Imagine a virus injecting itself into a healthy cell and then spreading through the mechanism of the cell itself. That is what these people are. Special snowflakes are a pox upon any nation which allows them in and upon any group which will host them. Now, you could watch my videos and you could say, I don't like what he says. He's abrasive. He uses language I don't like. He appears to be conservative and I'm not. But at least we can have a conversation. These people will cut out any mechanism which allows us to communicate honestly and openly because they want to control the dialogue, control the words used, and control the ideas put forward until the only thing left is what they see as being all right and acceptable. Now, we're going to see this play out. You're going to be able to watch this happen in real time. Now, it happened to gaming, it happened to atheism, it happened in a few different places, but we've always seen the end result of it. Well, get ready because you can watch it grow in front of you. This shit with the bronies, the molestation blog, do you think that's the end of it? Do you think that's where they're going to stop? Case in point, this is a DeviantArt post. Somebody wrote a 27-page essay on sexism in the My Little Pony fandom. 27 fucking pages about a cartoon starring imaginary talking, singing, and dancing ponies. So in the end, I'm willing to set aside minor differences and my judgmental views on bronies. Because what I see happening to them is the same fucking thing that happened to me as a gamer, and it's the same thing that's happened to a lot of other people. This poisonous shit ruins everything it fucking touches. Look at how much of a hypocrite this person is. You can't make jokes about rape. You can't talk about sexualized content relating to this intellectual property, this cartoon I like. but I can. You can't make money. You can't sell products, but I can. You can't say something because I find it offensive, but I can. This is who you want to dictate your morality and your sense of right and wrong? Is this obnoxious 17-year-old with a shitty tie-dye in her hair who doesn't have a fucking idea of what the real world is like? You know, one of the men I idolize is Franklin. You know why I like him so much? He came out with a list of virtues that he wanted to live by. But the key point, the thing that was most impressive, was that he didn't come out with a set of virtues for other people to live by. He came up with it for himself. He never thought to make other people abide by it. He thought it would make him a better person. These people could use a fucking dose of that instead of trying to constantly push their shit onto everybody else. Let them do a little introspection and see how rotten to the fucking core they are. Now, I know the video dragged on for a bit. I know it touched on a lot of subjects, but I wanted you to get an idea of what happened. We've got a group of goofy fuckers that like a stupid cartoon show. And these goofy fuckers that like their dumb little cartoon show made a fucking blog making some stupid fucking jokes. Does that really sound that horrible to you? You don't have some dumb fucking thing you like that you make jokes about? About games, about toys, about fucking television shows or movies? But the difference here is these other assholes walk in and say, no, that's not acceptable. We're not going to let you do that. That crosses a line. That offends us. And your rights end where my feelings begin. Well, fuck her and fuck crap and fuck these people that think they can dictate to everybody else what is acceptable and not acceptable.
It's over. That's right. Oh, crap. That is the nightmare. But yeah, no, that is. Yeah.
I was not expecting Jim to come out and defend bronies.
Well,
I was not expecting that one.
Well, look, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So, unfortunately, for white liberal females, and again, extreme liberal,
they
white
are the enemy
females,
of everyone.
they're the enemy for everyone and everything. So, unfortunately, Malcolm X pointed this out moons ago, and no one really listened to him. And the white liberal female festered and took control and continued where we are now, to a point where they control just about everything. So, yeah, I was expecting him to go down that route. I mean, it's pretty obvious. And why did he pick a white liberal, female? Because she's the one that made these things possible. See how that all interconnects, all kind of wraps up again. Because every one of Jim's things, they all have a connective tissue, and you just have to look for it.
Yep.
So, yeah,
that was fun.
A lot of crap going on here, boys. But yeah.
Anyways, I haven't done this. I probably should have done this at the beginning. There's a link. dragonstreasure.com. Use Sparky's Tech and buy you some tea and coffee.
Yeah, if you want tea or coffee, or maybe both, or maybe a bit of a reach around, Sparky will be happy to help you with that.
I'm so bad at showing this stuff.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'll help you. So if you want the extra special, you just have to put down the Sparky's Tech thing there down there, and then Sparky will come to your house and give you. He keeps forgetting. I have other ways to do shit. Yes.
But anyways, I have nothing else to show out, say, or anything like that. We will be doing GNF this Friday, unless Metokur is streaming Friday.
Well, we will continue trying to figure that shit out. As usual, I will.
If Metokur doesn't stream Friday, GNF will stream. If Metokur does stream Friday, we will stream Snipe.
It's the plan. That is the plan.
Along with that, go watch on AI MisterMetokur. We have what was the one that just came out? It was for Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed.
Yes. The Assassin's Creed thing. Yes,
I must say it was a banger.
Yeah, it was interesting.
And MCK comes in and goes, love you guys.
See ya for the video stream. Remember, downstream there, MCK. Downstream.
Yeah. But anyways, we have all that, and yeah, yada yada yada, whatever. Yeah, you guys know.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. And she says, "Good night, Jam." So there you go, Jam.
Good night. So here on the YouTube, on the TikTok sites, TikToks. Yeah, another day of Metokur.
Yep.
What did you all learn? Put that down in the little bar.
Yeah, put it in the comments.
Yeah.
Put that in the comments. What did you learn?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you in the next time. Later.
I thank you for coming, Friendly. Later. Bye.
Hello, everyone. You know who this is. Yet you have absolutely no idea. Of course.
Wow. Somebody gonna be famous. Real famous.
I sit here writing to you now with my exceptionally long penis very deeply and warmly into my vagina butt.
Isn't that neat?
Julie Hunter 77 has joined the game.
Call 911. This place needs to be swatted. It's obnoxious.
You have a bully cabal.
You don't find people being bullied into suicide on 4chan.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
Okay, if he says any more bad words, I'm gonna hang up on him. He doesn't own Kiwi Farm, and he died less than me. A little kid named Moon owns Kiwi Farm.
How do they make this more and more epic every time? We'll defend ourselves!
I'm sorry, I'm a soy-filled bitch and like videos.
If we get Donald Trump just to tweet out, I mean, just a tweet that mentions the hashtag Gamergate, it doesn't necessarily matter how we use it. Man, the blue check marks are going to shit their fucking pants.
It's 2019. I can't believe anybody believes me. I'm a spinning fucking ball of water.
True. I bet you when Jim finds out, he's gonna just give me so much shit.
One never knows when the homosexual is about.
I've had over 1,000 rejections in real life, 2,000 rejections online, so that's 3,000 rejections total. I aim as low as possible. I aim for obese women, ideally ugly and obese. I would do anything just for a 300-pound ugly white girl.
I said it's not even hot.
You are not allowed to bring her to the hospital. No, you get no permission to fucking do it.
God, you're kidding. It's just like this declaration, right, of male dominance.
Put that in your pipe.
I definitely cheated on Super Mario with Sonic the Hedgehog.
Stop doing this stuff.
He's like the blue seductress who takes me out into the night and does wonderful things to me.
And now, stop!
How can a Yorkshire Terrier live in the wild? It's in plain sight, but you just don't see it. You know what I mean?